So welcome back to Summoner 2, and we're going to get a lot of side quest items in a row by talking to people wearing the correct colour masks. So here we get a mod for a crossbow. We're not going to be using that, but I'm going to collect it anyway. So I've basically routed this to be as efficient as possible with the 5 masks that we currently have in our possession. So I'm just going to go around and collect all these things. You have to talk to people wearing the correct masks. So we're going to start off with a red mask, then we'll change to the Tribunal one, then the Curator one, then the Paralysis one, and finally the Archon one. There you go, we get the yellow amulet. That's going to be exceptionally useful later in the game. And now that we're here, we're going to change to the Tribunal mask, and then talk to people who are wearing silver masks. And we get some energy gauntlets. These will permanently enchant energy on the person wearing them. So if we have someone, for example, that does more damage if they have energy weapons equipped, then they'll therefore do permanently more damage. So we're going to be getting some of those for fire and ice to use with Sangaril, Maya and Taurus. Now that ring's kind of useless, but it doesn't matter because we're now heading on to the Curator mask to talk to people who have golden masks. And there's one right here. And now we get the ivory case. This is the final item that we need to activate the to fully open up the Rimlord's treasure. And we need to go back right. I almost went left by accident. So we're already halfway through this. If you don't know where they actually are, then this can take a while. But like I said, I purposefully went through and planned this route so as to not make it take ages. And now we get a magic circle. That's also going to be very useful in a bit. May as well open up this treasure chest that's here. And then we're going to go and change to the Paralysis mask, which is one that we started this area with. It is very annoying having to change through these masks all the time. There it is. For some reason I went right past it. And there's one right here. And now we get these fire gauntlets. If we give them to either Maya or Taurus, then they will deal 100% more damage with their weapon. Because they're both going to have 10 discipline fire very soon. Which is going to be very useful. And now we're going to go all the way over to the left side. So there are 2 more colour masks we can't do anything with at the moment. One of them is yellow and the other one is green. Now this is going to be the most useless of all of these things we're getting right now. And then as a quick for the Archon one. This Archon one is the one that we got back in the Adytum of the Unseen. Back before we even came to this planet. This drawing of 3 would allow us to finally complete the White Lady statue side quest that we completed basically at the start of the game. Because like I said, at this point, if you go back, it's basically useless. Like, you're not going to use that ring at all. And now that we've, this is the final mask we're going to use, so we're going back down to the bottom, where there's a purple mask. You see, I can plan speed runs, or at least I can get a good rotation going anyway with which characters to go to. Right, now that we've done that, we're going to be coming back and doing it again when we get 2 more masks later in the game. One of those masks we're going to be getting very soon, and the other one we're going to be getting in a couple of hours. But I'm going to come back for both times, because otherwise I'm going to have to come back pointlessly later on. It's just going to kind of be annoying. Right, so now we just need to get out of here. Because we're going over to Paula Doll's bridge. Which is a very brief area of the game, but it has probably the hardest boss in the game. Especially since we're going to be using Maya, Taurus and Sangaril. Because the characters you use will make the boss harder. Again, I really like this map. It's nice.
The Munari proverb had proven true. Nothing happens that is not the will of the unseen. Far from the city of masks, Their siege tower lay in a wasteland where jungles and rivers once thrived. Our only path led across the bridge of the mud golems. These golems were strange and hostile people who drew strength from the swamp in which they dwelled.
So this is your basic mud level, which seemed to be popular back in the PS2 and GameCube era for some reason. Like, I remember Rayman 3 also had one, but obviously this one's better because this one isn't Rayman 3. Because that game wasn't very good, especially the beginning. I kind of like the appearance of this place. So the enemies all kind of have the same mud appearance as this mud around the place. So they look kind of nice. Oh, thanks for that. So before we go anywhere, let's actually equip something useful now that we're outside of that city. And we're going to be giving you the fire gauntlets, because now you're going to be dealing exceptionally more damage, especially since we're now going to give you rank 10 discipline fire. And also some poison to concentration finally, because I'm sick of getting interrupted. And for Sangaril, we're just going to have to put all 3 points into poison, because I want to have rank 10 poison by the end of the game. Aha, travellers, why do you visit Bazurg? No, you can't cross my bridge. This is Paula Doll's bridge. I am Bazurg, you fool. We are golems of living mud, and Paula Doll is the god of our swamp. Ah, the Tower of Sangaril, warlord of the desert. You must not go there. When you come to a place, play music. I like music. Here, have a hammer. It's better you don't. The others aren't as friendly as me. Later, mate. Yeah, so Bazurg's going to be the only nice guy we're going to meet here. So we get this mango, we're going to be using that very shortly for a side quest, and we're going to smash this gong. Nice little bridge that. We smashed the gong so hard that we destroyed the hammer. Great. Yeah, so now that we have permanent enchant fire, all of our attacks, well, rather I'll show it here. Wait, I'll need to go into equipment. So you can see there it has plus 17 magic and plus 35 strength, so that's actually going to be plus 34 magic and 70 strength due to it being 100% more effective. So it's basically just a huge boost to our stats. And I got interrupted straight away, great. Oh, I've been silenced, that's annoying. So I want to get another pair of those with the Torgus later on. Wow, Torgus, you're getting destroyed. There we go. Let's just go and get some dank leaves, find some treasure. Twilight Combat is the thing that Morbazon uses, so I'm not really going to use that because I don't use Morbazon. Nothing against Morbazon, I just like my superstar tag team. Nope, get back up, Maya. Oh, luckily Torgs is still just a beast and is going to destroy everything. And on that note, let's go and... Oh, right, I can't because I'm still silenced. Yep, they're purifying the mud into energy. So the River of Light must be going under here, and now we can finally cast spells again. So let's enchant Torgus. There's some gold back there, but we don't need it. Now this mud will mind control us if we step on it, so hopefully Sangaril isn't going to... Sangaril, get back! Sangaril, do not go in there, you fool. Well, last time I tried recording this, Sangaril went in the mud. Do you guess what happened? She murdered everyone because she's Sangaril, so of course she's going to murder everyone. Luckily Torx is immune to mind control because he's using like a necklace that stops it. Yeah, so we're just going to go around the mud. AI partners, you okay going around the mud? That's good. Right, so we're stuck here, so let's go and play that flute. Let's also go and equip some night poison, because why not? Yeah, so I should mention why I'm getting to rank 10 poison when I might only need rank 9 poison. And I will explain why. That's because I did have a secondary save set up, which was the last time I went through this game, which I was going to use in case I needed to re-record anything later on. And also, you might need to recover, mate. There we go. Oh, you're silenced again? This is so annoying. But also mainly so that I could see the equipment that I'm using at the end of the game, so I know which ones give points to stuff. For example, I'm pretty sure that there is some equipment for Sangaril that gives her higher, what's it called, poison ability. But the problem is, then that save got wiped. Because of course it got wiped, because that's useful to happen to me. So every single save on that memory card is now wiped, and now I don't know which item... What's up, guys? Let's give them some fruit. There we go, we've done a good thing today. So yeah, now that that save's gone, I don't know which stats I don't need to level up anymore. Which is annoying because I checked online and it seems nobody's actually useful and is given anything like that. Because, you know, people seem to be more obsessed with, I'm going to give you a walkthrough of this game, which is really outdated and is actually wrong, because I've actually gone through that walkthrough and I've been like, no, a lot of that's incorrect, mate. Because back in 2002 or whatever it was, some people seem to have really bad ideas about how this game should be run. And then they didn't actually give any information on the actual equipment that you get, which you thought would be something you would add into, you know, a game facts. Like, this is the one time I've actually considered writing a game facts of my own, just because I would actually be able to do it correctly, unlike them. And I could actually give helpful information. But alas, let's continue. Way, we healed. So this is a very short area. We are going to backtrack a very little bit just to let those lemurs out of that cage. At least I think they call them lemurs, I forgot. But other than that, we're basically at the end already, to be honest. Like, I think this is actually one of the final rooms. It's a really short area. But the boss is going to be quite bad on us. Yeah, we're getting all these gems for Yari. We'll go through them and see which ones are useful later on. Okay. We've activated the yellow one, so let's go back and rescue those lemurs. You. Also stop going blank the screen, it's annoying. You know, I purposely told it not to use a screensaver. So what does it do instead? It just turns the screen off every 10 minutes because, you know, that's clearly what I wanted it to do. No, when I said I didn't want a screensaver, I meant I didn't want you to turn off. There we go, we've done a good thing. Yep, so they gave us that because we gave them that fruit. At least I think that's what happened. Maybe they would have given us that fruit anyway. Who cares? I mean, this item anyway. There we go, we get a mold for a hammer. again, we're not going to use that. Basically, put these molds are going to be used in this location to create some incredibly good weaponry. But you need to be using Morbazon with his soul consumer ability to use souls for it. You need to be using the correct mold, you need to use the correct mud. And in the end of the day, the actual weapons you get at the end of the game are really good, and they basically do the job fine. So I just don't see the point of making your own weapons, to be honest. I mean, it seems like a pointless endeavour. Okay. Let's give him a vulnerability to fire. And then Maya can just spend the entire time just spamming him. So down here is where we would be using those molds if we were going to do it. I suppose we probably could have given him a weakness to physical, since we're going to be using Torgus, since he's just an absolute beast, but I feel like it'd be better just to use Maya for that. Yeah, so here we can weight weaponry. As you can see, we need a soul gem to do it. We need to use the weapon molds we have. Or you can make some gems, but only Morbazon can do that. So basically put we're not going to do anything down here. And we will never come back to do anything to it. Indeed. Thanks for interrupting the combat to say that. Yeah, physical probably would have been better, to be honest, thinking about it, because who cares, we're already here, let's do it. Oh wait, we're not here yet. I thought that was the boss room. Oh, we got silenced again. These guys are so annoying. Well, good job paralyzing this guy, now he's going to be absolutely useless. Yeah, Sangaril is stupidly powerful. Right, I think this is finally the boss room. Later than I expected, but who cares? Right, let's cure my silence, because that's really annoying. Let's heal up a bit. Oh yeah, I should also equip everyone with the new equipment we got, I forgot about that. Let's give everyone this Twilight set, so they look dashing. Is there anything I could replace with this? I suppose I could give him a sword ring. Everyone gets to look purple. Is there anything here I can use? Nope. Okay. Oh, of course there is. I can give Sangaril some more weapons. I'm a fool. There we go. Now let's go in. Oh, and we just leveled up with Tor, because I didn't even notice that. A lot of stuff's happening. There you go. Now he deals even more fire damage, which means I should enchant him with fire. And I'm hoping that that will go through the non-weakness he has to physical damage. So let's see how this goes. Because this boss it has the ability to really ruin your day. Hello, I do hope this is mud. Yep, so this boss is going to be a jerk. I just have to hope that Maya can get away and then spam him with attacks. Right, now it's a chant fire onto Torgus. So we're going to see the main problem with this fight in a second. Yep, he vanishes into the mud and then he comes out looking like us. And this is why it's a problem to bring Torgus and Sangaril. Because, yeah, when he takes on their forms, we're going to have a problem. We just have to hope that we can manage to kill him in time with our fire arrows because they're so powerful. Yeah, now he's got Torx's form, so this means that he's going to be really damaging us. So let's have to spam this, and hopefully I can kill him before he starts killing us. Right, good. Yeah, now Sangaril's could be a problem, so I think he can use her moves. Yep, like he just paralysed us. We're paralysed, we can't do anything. This is why it's a problem to bring Sangaril. Yeah. This is bad. This is kind of what I was expecting to happen. This is the big problem with bringing Sangaril here. Okay, I need to cure myself. And then I need to recover. I can't quite recover yet, that's a bit annoying. This is going to be bad. Wow, the health tonic did basically nothing. Yeah. Please say I can revive her already. Come on, revive, be off cooldown. Good, right. Damn it! Right, no, right, Maya. Okay. Now here's a choice. Do I attempt to kill her? I could probably kill her in one hit, or do I get out of here? Okay, for some reason I can't target her. That's good. I think. Either that or I've crashed the game. Nope, right, she's back. Right, good. Yeah, that is why this is so hard. Because that could have easily wiped us, as you saw before. For some reason I can't revive Torgus, I'm not sure why. That's very annoying. Yeah, what's going on with this? I don't know if I've crashed the game or not at this point, because Torgus is no longer revivable, and I know that that is a problem that can happen in this game. What? Sangaril? What happened to you? Right, this is bad. For some reason people can't be revived, and Sangaril just instantly died somehow. Okay. Right, Sangaril, you keep his attention while I spam him with fireballs, and hopefully we can revive Torgus, which will mean we can get out of this area. Because if we can't revive him, then we're stuck. Right. Yep, he's the god of living mud. I doubt he'll stay dead for long. Right, please say that Torgus is alive again now. Because if he isn't, I think we're ruined. The black gem's very good because it just gives a plus to everything. Oh great, you're alive again. Right, do not move until you heal yourself. Yeah, because there is actually a bug in this game, and I didn't know if it existed with Torgs as well or not. But with Neru, if you manage to no, I do not want to exit to the world map yet. If you manage to get him in Tiger Stance when he dies, then he's stuck in Tiger Stance, which means he can't move and he can't go towards an exit, and then you can't win, and then you just can't leave the area, so you're stuck and you need to load a previous save. And that is a problem that exists, so I was actually fearing that happened to Torgus, just that he was going to stay dead and I wouldn't be able to leave the area and I'd have to reload a save. Now, it's very important I didn't leave to the world map there, because if you did, you aren't allowed to ever enter this area again, which means that this runestone is permanently lost. It's a really, really stupid bit of game design there. I don't know why they did it. That's really bad. Like, that is absolutely screwing up doing your job, to be honest, like, to make you able to permanently lose this ability to get this summon. It's not even like it's hidden, they just put it on the other door. It's really bad. Yeah, now we, instead of just the sword, we're now a thing carrying the sword. But yeah, I will bang on about how bad that game design was, because that is atrocious. Like, come on. If you're going to design an area like this, but you're able to permanently miss, you do not put one of the important to get runestone things there. Like, that's not even just like some cryptic, hidden bullshit kind of thing like you get in a lot of games. That's just flat out, we're going to refuse to give you a thing you need. Because if you don't get that, you can't get the ultimate summon in the game, so it's dumb. So anyway, that's Paula Doll's bridge sorted, so next time we're going to head to the wasteland, to that tower, and we're going to gain control of that tower that we need to destroy the conduit here. So until then, have fun.